Line them up on that back straightaway. And the #1 spot. Finally figured out how to make the car work without Taco in the hood. That is that beautiful pink, blue, and white machine. That is Kevin Irwin, your top qualifier in the #1 spot. Starting P2 in the mellow yellow number 51 machine. That is Steve Scott. And the Cole Trickle, number 51. Starting in the #3 spot, he already picked up a victory here tonight. That is Dennis Andrews. And the Matt Murphy talent in a bottle number XXX machine. Good looking hot rod right there for Dennis Andrews. In the #4 spot, that is Bruce Johnson. That is the pink and white Traxxas entry. In the #5 spot, Flying Brian Hughes. He's going heat to, or make it main to main to main. This is 3 in a row. Flying Brian Hughes in that 46 machine. Starting in the #5 spot. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Brian Childress. Brian Childress in the number 46 machine, starting P5. In the #6 spot, that is Shane Bowles out there in the Monte Carlo body entry. And rounding out the field, we'll make it Dalton Arnold starting in the #7 spot in the NOS Energy Drink. No numbers on that thing yet. And rounding out the field, Casey Phillips. Casey Phillips, this poor driver. Look at, he's going the wrong way. Can't even see out of the front of that racing vehicle. Poor driver can't even see out of the windshield. Check that thing out. So those are your drivers: Kevin Irwin, Steve Scott, Dennis Andrews, Bruce Johnson, Brian Childress, Shane Bowles, Dalton Arnold, and Casey Phillips. 8 cars trying to go the distance here for Traxxas Super Stock. Kevin Irwin, the field is yours. Let's get him going nice and slow. Nice and slow, but be courteous, guys. Work together, work together. Here we go, right here off of turn #4. Green, 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 green. Good start for Traxxas Super Stock. Caution 4, caution 4, caution 4, low and 4, low and 4, it's clear. Kevin Irwin out front, the #1 spot. Steve Scott still sitting P2. Dennis Andrews, Shane Bowles. 30 seconds in. Still nose to tail, your top 2. Trying to work their way through traffic. First on the list, that 46 machine, that is Brian Childress. Going side by side with Bruce Johnson. Bruce Johnson getting it better now. A little side by side door slam action between Johnson and Kevin Irwin, your leader. Now Kevin Irwin now looking at the backside of that white machine of Casey Phillips once again. I think Casey Phillips sprayed that thing with some acrylic paint or something. It's popping and making a mess all over the racetrack. This is Kevin Irwin, Steve Scott, Dennis Andrews, Brian Childress, Shane Bowles, your top 5. Caution on the back straightaway. Caution, caution on the back straightaway. It's clear. That was the #2 spot of Steve Scott. Kevin Irwin still out front. Dennis Andrews now in the #2 spot. That is the Murphy Design XXX talent in a bottle machine. He's about a straightaway back from your leader, Kevin Irwin. Kevin Irwin gets up on the bike into turns 3 and 4. Caution down the back straightaway. It's clear. Kevin Irwin slicing and dicing his way, trying to make his way to a victory here tonight in the Traxxas Super Stock A feature. This is race number 14 out on the track. Up next, race number 15, 13.5 rubber tire sprint car A main. Caution 1, caution 1, caution in 1, caution in 1, caution in 1. It's still there. 1 and 2, 1 and 2 is still there. 1 and 2, it's still there. It's clear. Caution in 3. Now Irwin upside down at turn #3. Caution in 3. It's clear. After it all sorts out, where are we at? Dennis Andrews up to the top spot. Steve Scott make it Kevin Irwin back up to P2. Caution in 2, caution in 2, caution in 2. It's clear, it's clear. Trying to figure out where we are at. Dennis Andrews has that top spot. 2.8 second advantage over Steve Scott. So Dennis Andrews, that is the #4 machine. are making the X machine down the front straightaway. Off turn number 2, down the back straightaway, turns 3 and 4. That is your current leader. That is Andrews. Oh, caution in front straightaway, front straightaway, front straightaway. That's your leader on its side on the front straightaway. It's clear. Steve Scott up to the point, the mellow yellow number 51. Caution in 2, caution in 2. Caution in 2, we got one upside down in turn number 2. Caution in turn number 2, caution in turn number 2. It's clear. Steve Scott, the mellow yellow number 51 machine to the number 1 spot coming off of turn number 4. Kevin Irwin, hot on his heels, was in the number 2 spot. Gets into some trouble. He's got, now we got Shane Bowles. Shane Bowles up to P2. 30 seconds left to go. Steve Scott, Shane Bowles, Kevin Irwin. Now Kevin Irwin up to P2. Where is the difference? 9.0 seconds. It's going to be tough to beat Steve Scott. There's only 10 seconds left to go on the clock. This time by will be the white flag for your leader, the mellow yellow. At the line, you'll be finished. That's a race. Steve Scott picks up the win. Kevin Irwin comes home second over Dennis Andrews, Shane Bowles, Brian Childress, Dalton Arnold. That's a race. That's a race.